Now, there's been a lot of drama when it comes to Hailey's latest mean girl move, and it's not really surprising to hear that she's become one of the most hated people in Hollywood. Hi, I'm Stacey Taylor, and today I'm counting down the top 10 reasons Hailey Bieber is the most hated person in Hollywood Part 2. So do you like Hailey Bieber? And let us know in the comments below. Starting off our list today at number 10, we have stole Justin away from Selena. For years now, fans have been claiming that Hailey Bieber stole Justin Bieber from Selena Gomez. And I mean, it's not really hard to see why fans think that, as it seems every time Selena and Justin broke up, Hailey would just end up right in the center of all the drama as she was spotted out with Justin. Even with the star talking about how she didn't steal Justin from Selena on the Call Her Daddy podcast, when she went on to say, "It's all respect, it's all love." That's also why I feel like if everybody on our side knows what happened and we're good and we could walk away from it with clarity and respect, then that's fine. However, with Kylie and Kendall Jenner both confirming that they helped Hailey get Justin away from Selena, it would seem as if the model lied. And her comments just seem a little too calculated, as who gets married just 6 months after breaking up with their ex? Nobody. So it makes you wonder if Hailey took advantage of the situation because Justin wasn't in the right headspace. Number 9. Rude friends. It's one thing to dislike someone for your own reasons, but having your friends join in on the process and mock your husband's ex-girlfriend just isn't it. But saying that, for years people have been complaining about how Hailey has been acting with her friends, especially when she's been spotted out with Kendall Jenner. As let's not forget, when both girls were under the legal drinking age, they tried to get alcohol at a restaurant, and when they couldn't get served, they left without paying the bill. Then the waitress chased after them, and they started to laugh in her face as Kendall threw money in her face. It just seems like Hailey's close group of friends have developed a mean girl mentality, and when they hate someone, they start to ice them out and make fun of them. Just take a look at Addison Rae after her friendship ended with Kourtney Kardashian. Not only did the Jenner sisters look disgusted every time she tried to talk to them, but even Hailey was rude to her, as she barely paid attention to Addison when she had her on her show. Hey my little peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Number 8. Call Justin an F-boy? You would think after getting married you wouldn't remember all the bad things that once happened with your partner. But it's clear Hailey is just too focused on the past that she has now become stuck dwelling on all the bad thoughts instead of all the good ones. As back in 2020, Hailey would open up about her marriage to Justin Bieber, and with it, she would brand the singer as an F-boy. And she would even note because of it, they nearly didn't even walk down the aisle. The couple who first started dating in 2015 broke up in 2016, and they didn't even get back together until a few months before their wedding. When speaking on their Facebook Watch series, The Biebers on Watch, Hailey would admit that she wasn't sure that her husband was in the right frame of mind to get back together before their reunion, and that she has a lot of confusion when it came to their relationship. She then retouched on the subject during the Call Her Daddy podcast when she said, "I don't want to say F-boy because it's not like yes and no. I don't know how to describe it because he was just in a different space in his life." Number 7. Controls Justin's friendships? Throughout the whole Call Her Daddy podcast, Hailey just kept talking about how she and Justin have a trust bond that's like no other, to the point it made us realize that they actually just don't really trust each other. And it would become clear that they don't when she stated that Justin often has to get approval to hang out and talk to other girls, especially when the subject matter starts to get a little fishy. She pretty much then went on to note that she makes her husband be brutally honest, and if he has a past with a so-called girl, then she doesn't let him talk to her. She also makes Justin reveal his DMs that he receives on social media before asking her opinion on their intentions. And when she finds out these so-called DMs push boundaries and she won't let Justin message that so-called person. But then she went on to say that she does encourage him to have female friendships, but when do we ever see him hanging out with other females? Because we haven't seen him even speak to another girl other than his wife. Number 6. The Rhode launch party. Just as Hailey was branching out into the skincare business, one lucky guest at her Rhode launch party would call the model out for her rude behavior. When beauty blogger Iris Bellin gave the model's new skincare brand a terrible review on Instagram after attending the launch party, she would then become extremely frustrated over the fact that Hailey acted like it wasn't even her event, as she went on to ignore all of her guests. Iris would take to her Instagram to explain that she usually doesn't choose to attend events that she's invited to, but then she took a chance on Rhode Skin's launch party because she was genuinely excited for it. but in the end it just ended up being a waste of her time. With the event being beautiful, Iris described that when Hailey showed up with her friends, they all went to this corner where only they could be in. Hailey didn't even take the time to interact with her other guests. The guests were also given no content about Hailey's brand and what it was really about. And honestly, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say none of us really know what her products are about or what her brand is about, and no one really uses her products because of it. But isn't the whole point of a launch party to share what your brand and products are about? Number 5. Too good for reservations. Sometimes it just doesn't matter how famous you are, you still need to book a reservation. When Justin and Hailey were in New York City, they thought they could get into one of the hottest restaurants without making a reservation. When the couple showed up to the restaurant in New York City, they would be turned away after they tried to get into the exclusive Italian restaurant after Justin's concert. A source would then tell ET that they tried to get into Carbone, but they got denied. And that didn't stop them from finding another place to eat, because they then went to another reservation-only restaurant to eat at, and they ended up getting in and having a great time while someone else lost the reservation so the restaurant could serve the couple. And apparently this is actually a huge issue when it comes to Hailey, as she doesn't like to book reservations because of her celebrity status. Number 4. Anti-feminist. Even with all of the Selena Gomez drama, Hailey's behavior with other women has become problematic for years. And it's clear that the model is just an anti-feminist who goes after anyone she sees as a threat. With both women having a business, talented friends, qualities, and families, the only thing that people have to say about them is how much they should hate one another or how horrible the other one is. And this all started over a stupid boy, which makes it so much worse. Now, we all love a bit of tea and gossip, but the fact everyone is pitting Hailey to be against Selena over her past relationship with Justin even has Hailey believing that she has to be defensive to defend her narrative. With Hailey letting all of her achievements go to her head to the point when someone becomes a threat, she has clearly acted poorly in certain situations to the point she has treated other women poorly to come out on top. And by sneak dissing and cyberbullying other young women, she has created a negative standpoint, but then we see her whine about how women should be supporting other women, but then she turns around, makes fun of other women just so she could feel good about herself. Number 3. Fake personality. Hailey has always been pretty open about her struggles, especially when it comes to the dark side of social media. And even with the start advocating how people need to be nicer and not succumb to the drama that happens on social media, back in 2019 she would sit down with Refinery 29 to say, "I think social media is a breeding ground for toxicity and people creating false drama between women and trying to put women up against each other and create these narratives that are just toxic." Since 2019, Hailey has been trying to explain that she thinks all the drama just needs to stop, but she hasn't exactly stopped her drama herself, because she has continued throughout the years to sneak diss almost every female in Hollywood when she finds them a threat. Just look at what she's done to Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift. Hailey uses her power to paint a picture to show people that she's a sweet, kind girl, but that's actually just not the case. Number 2. Cultural appropriation. So back in September, Hailey quickly began to be called out after she posted a makeup tutorial on her TikTok account and wrote in the caption, "Ready for all the fall things, including brownie glazed lips." She quickly started to face backlash and accusations of cultural appropriations from social media users. With the video showing Hailey modeling makeup that included a darker lip liner and a clear lip gloss, TikTok users were then quick to accuse the model of appropriating the makeup routine, which is thought to be a popular style from the late 80s and 90s, originating among women of color. Also, not to mention, just her caption pushed things a little too far. Jillian Hernandez would then tell Good Morning America that black women and Latino women are constantly being looked at as lesser than any other woman, just because of the way they decided to do their own makeup. But then a white woman does the same thing and her lip gloss is sold out and she's now the face of the trend. What makes matters even worse is Hailey didn't even issue an apology for all the hurt she caused. And coming in number 1 today, we have not talented. There's definitely a reason why we don't see Hailey hitting the runway anymore. But honestly, even when she was a model, it's not like we saw her work a whole lot anyways, as it was kind of boring to watch her, and that's probably why her career has taken a backseat. Even with the model revealing that she's had a lot of difficult experiences in the industry, she's even tried to blame her halted career on having a bad experience with the casting director, with the model telling Allure, "He said something to my age revelation that shook my confidence when it came to the runway. I don't want to feel bad about myself in this space because I feel good about the other work that I do. So why would I put myself in a position to feel small? But isn't the whole industry savage to begin with? And if you can't take criticism to better your career, then maybe it's just not the right career for you. But honestly, you would think coming from a family filled with talented actors that she would be a better actor herself, but she just keeps giving us Amber Heard vibes. Well, that's it for this video, my little peaches. It's been a blast being your host today for Where Are They Now? Until the next video, remember to stay juicy.